Go ahead, hit the likes button, hit the subscribe button, stop everything you was doing, and drop everything you was about to do. This is Left Side of the Brain. Class is in session. Students, get in your seats and Jaguars up. Let's go. I had promised y'all another video, and here it is. I told you I was going to drop 2 mega videos. This is the second one, and this one right here is going to unveil a lot of things that we already been speaking about. And I'm not going to rush through this. I'm going to take my time. And the reason why I'm doing it in this public place is because it fits perfectly for what I'm about to speak about. And what I'm about to speak about is the illusion of difference. I'm about to talk about the illusion of difference. So take your pens out, take your notepads out, and add this to everything else we've been speaking about. You see, difference is also an illusion. And it's another trick to make you think that everything is normal. You see, I already did a video about how astrology is a lie. And this, in conjunction with that, is going to highlight everything I've been saying even more. Okay? I'm taking my time with this now, because you know I'm out in public and people, they are watching. Now, you see all these faces around me. You see all these people in front of me, walking beside me. You see, you would say to yourself that these people are different. But let me tell you something. Everybody that is absent of a soul, i.e., everybody who is one of them and not one of us, they are all the same. You see, another lie that we have been told is that we are significant as people. That's a lie. Because in all honesty, we are not significant. We are insignificant, and we are only significant to ourselves. Right? I say it all the time. Live for yourself and not for others. Now, the illusion of difference is designed to trick us into believing that we are special. And the reason why they had to do this is because, think about it like this. If everybody looked the same, it's no way they could trap the people who have the souls inside of this human prison bar system, because we will automatically know that something wasn't right. We will automatically know that. If everybody around us who are a part of their system, if all of them look different, if all of them look the same, it would be too easy for us to spot who they were. You get what I'm saying? So that's where the illusion of difference come in. And you may notice this in your own life, just like I did. One thing I tell men, dealing with females, it will reveal a lot of things to you. It will reveal everything about this system to you. Because when you're dealing with a female, you are dealing with the whole entire gig of the system, because it's all about subjugating you inside of a relationship and to have you get one of them pregnant to continue the cycle of reincarnation into this HPB system. Okay? Now, that's why in my own personal life, I started realizing that every woman is the same. Like, you'll be dealing with them, right? And it'll be the same thing. It always ends up the same. The end result will be the same. And you'll say to yourself, I thought she was different. I thought this person was different. What tricked you was the face on the person, the size of the person, the race of the person, and the personality of the person. And that's where the illusion of difference comes in. And notice at the beginning of this video, I spoke about how astrology is a lie. It's an illusion. So don't come asking me what's my zodiac, because I don't do that shit. And I hate when people, especially when I meet girls and they be like, what's your sign? Like, don't ask me that. I don't do that shit. And it's a lot of charlatans, a lot of fake people on YouTube. They think that by knowing like moon charts and moon signs, I don't want to hear that shit. Nothing spiritual about that. That's bullshit. So don't come at me with that programmed system. I already told y'all that lights are illusions. So even those personalities, those different personalities that people have, that's a part of the illusion of difference. Because the end result is the same. You know? You see, it's all about tricking you into thinking that you have found something better the next go around. So you'll leave one fucked up situation and then you'll go into another situation thinking that it's better than the last situation. But in reality, it's the same thing. It's the same goddamn thing. But you was the one who was tricked by the illusion of difference. You see what I'm saying? Case in point, since it's getting closer to Valentine's Day, fuck it, I may as well bring this up. Just like these holidays, they all the same. They all are predicated on a false notion of love, a false notion of the birth of Christ, who wasn't born on no December 25th. It's all predicated on something that's not real. You see what I'm saying? So it's all there to serve the same purpose. Just like these clothes, for instance. It's different designs to this jacket. It's a different design to this jacket versus this jacket. But it's the same thing. The same purpose is to put it on like a jacket. But it's the same thing. So it don't matter what color icing you put on the cake. If it's yellow cake, it's going to be yellow cake. You can decorate it with roses. You can write your name on it with the icing. You can put 30 candles on it and say, surprise, happy birthday. You can put 16 candles on it. You can put 33 candles on it. It don't change the fact that it's yellow cake underneath all of that icing. So what I'm saying is, the personalities that these people have, they may seem different, but if they don't have the soul, if they don't have the wherewith all that we have, if they don't have the United Souls concept, they the same thing. Because at the end, their purpose is to bring you under, like Australia. Their purpose is to bring you under. I've noticed that in my life. Because whenever you deal with these people, you are never getting anything different. And what's so sad is, a lot of people, they end up in the same situation and they never realize why. They think because they moved to another city, or because they switch schools, or they switch the church they go to, or they move to another neighborhood, that something is going to change. No, it's not. Because the illusion of difference still remains. And the illusion of difference says that everything is the same. I like that camo jacket right there. The illusion of difference says that everything is still the same. So it matters not where you live. It matters not where you move to. It's going to be the same shit. Different toilet every time. That's right. And this is the thing. If it wasn't that way, it would be like if you can see with your spiritual eyes and look at all these people, they all the same. With your spiritual eyes, once you get past the height of this person versus the height of that person, the race of this person versus the race of that person, once you get past all of that, if you could really see, they would just look like identical twins all around you. But the illusion of difference that's why it was designed. Because when something is too easy to figure out, it's too easy to break out. I'm gonna repeat. When something is too easy to figure out, it's too easy to break out. You see? It's just like this. Let me explain it even more. Thank you, Spirit. It's like if you was locked in a building, right? Every lock has the same purpose. But if you didn't have the master key, you would have to have a whole set of janitor keys to break yourself out of the building. You will have to fiddle around with this key and fiddle around with that key. And again, I go back to that statement I said. Those keys represent, like, if you meet like a female and you thinking what to say to this girl because she got a different personality than the next girl, it's no different than trying to figure out what key to slide into the lock to unlock her brain so she can slide her panties down. You get what I'm saying? It's just like being in that building with a set of janitor keys and trying to figure out which lock will unlock the door in front of you. You see what I'm saying? What I'm giving you is the master key to unlock the whole damn thing. So you don't have to be sitting around figuring out why you always ending up in the same goddamn situation every fucking time. This is what the left side of the brain channel is about. I'm giving you the master key to unlock the mystery, the illusion of difference. So that's what this shit is about. Shit, I don't care about that girl looking at me. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit no more, man. They can look. Yeah, turn around and look. All them people the same. I'm trying to tell y'all. Fitting on. If they not on this, fuck them. That's what I'm saying. If they not on this shit right here, fuck them. If they not on this, fuck them. Trying to tell you. And if you fuck one of these girls, or you still dealing with these people, you know, do it at your own risk, man. Do it at your own risk, because they all the same. You trying to think they different, but in reality, they all the same. See, you want to tell yourself it's different because the truth is a hard pill to swallow. You want to keep your friends, you want to keep your fantasy that life is fun and you having a good time. Yeah, I know. I used to be like that, but not to the extent of some of y'all. I was only like that because nobody had told me. Some of y'all would hear the truth and still deny it. Because I noticed here lately in the comment section, it's been people commenting on the last couple videos. What was that?
I just said hey.
Oh, what's your name?
Jada.
So you work here? Oh. How you doing? I'm just making a video for my channel. You want to say hey to him?
Hey, I'm Jada.
Let me ask you a question. Are you a organic portal? Do you know what an organic portal is?
No.
You don't even know what it is? Don't worry about it. It's complex. But yeah, this for my channel right here. Doing a vlog. Doing a vlog. Yeah. Then after I'm done, I gotta edit it. Hey, hold up. Yeah, she didn't know what an organic portal is, so that's what it is. And you know, as I was saying, she ain't no different than another girl. She got a cute face. I thought her face was cute. That don't mean nothing. See, some of y'all, you might see me talking to her and see, I recognize what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And I was real with her. I just said, you know what an organic portal is? She said, no. Soon as I'm about to explain it to her, because I'm at the point now, man, I can look at a motherfucker and already know where they mind is. And it's not like I'm trying to be like I'm better than somebody, but like I said, it's 2020 and it's no more time for that second guessing. You see? And like I was saying, I used to be like some of y'all, but not to that extent. You know what I'm saying? Because when somebody showed me, or when it was revealed to me, I was just like unstoppable. Like, you couldn't tell me shit. Once I got this truth, you couldn't tell me shit. And that's how I am now. That's why I'm so fervent and bold about everything I speak about. Because I'm like this. It ain't no turning back for me. You know, I see too much. And that's why I was saying the master key is figuring out that everything is the same out here. All right? For instance, like all these men walking in front of me now. If they are all ignorant to this and blind, they all the same. How can they be different far as you and me goes? Because if they all the same, if they all think the same, how can they be any different? Let's say if we was on a job working with them, just like me in this mall right now. Living example. How many of these people you think know about the difference of illusion? How many people you think in here knows about what I'm saying right now. That's a case in point that I'm the only person right now in this setting surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of human prison bars. Simply because they don't get it. Simply because they forever 21. They stuck in an immature age. They just reach adulthood, 21, and get stuck there. They don't go further. See, this illusion of difference, man. And this another thing, though. In that illusion of difference, they still know that they know who you are. It's you that be dumb about this stuff. The team that we against, they know they children of the devil. See, it's the ones with the soul who are in the human prison bar system who are the ones trying to fit in, trying to figure themselves. See, a prison bar is not trying to fit in. See, you the key to your own salvation. Through accepting the truth, you become the key to your own salvation. You see, the door is sitting there in front of you. The key is you willing to accept the truth and walking through that door. They are already doomed. That's why they don't want you to wake up. That's why the naysayers will come in the comment section. That's why the scoffers, the people who will scorn and make mockery of some of the things in these videos. That's why you are marked in your life. And the more you know, the more they going to test you. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more you know, the more the tests will come. And pretty soon, shit, they're gonna run out of shit to throw at you. Because you will develop a thickness of skin and a immunity to diseases. Remember I said that the universe copies or is a reflection of the human anatomy? I said that in the red light edition. Which one was it? The one I did the other night. I said that the universe is a reflection of human anatomy. In a human anatomy, if a disease attacks your body will create an immunity for it. And what will happen is the disease, it will have to keep morphing itself and keep having to figure out ways to make you sick, to bring you down. And eventually, you will just create a super immune system. You will lose pretty much sympathy. You will lose sympathy for people. I know that sounds cruel, twisted, dark, but the more you engulf this knowledge, you will begin to lose sympathy for people. The ignorant, you will have no more sympathy for the ignorant. Because the ignorance is dangerous. Ignorance is a dangerous thing because it can get you killed. It can get you in prison. It can get you in trouble. Even when you do ignorant things in your life, hanging around people you shouldn't be around, going places you shouldn't be, anything ignorant related is deadly to you as a person with a soul. Ignorant people will attack you. When they start passing these laws about certain things you can say and certain things you can't say, they going to brainwash people so much that somebody like me making this video, if they don't need the public approval, they just need a good enough reason to pass any law that they do. So if they paint a picture of a person like me being a bad guy, and they can create some type of scene, some type of incident, and say that it was because of this type of speech that this person did such and such. And all of the ignorant people, they will go along with it. So if the cops lock you up or take you down, they going to support the cops. So if you run away, they will chase you down and ascertain you and help the cops arrest you. All because they don't understand. So that's why not knowing this type of information is a danger for us. Them not knowing this type of information, they makes them become a threat to us, not a danger, because I'm not afraid of them and there's nothing they can do to me. Like I said, I'm like, in the book of Revelation, it spoke about in the last days, during the tribulation period, it's going to be 2 witnesses spreading the word who they are not going to be able to harm or touch. So that's why I had to change that and say they will be a threat. A threat and being able to actually do something to me is 2 different things. Now, see, the illusion of difference also is designed to make you second guess the truth, because these people can come in what is called an angel of light. So you'll get rid of one situation and end up in another situation. Somebody can morph themselves as an angel of light. They can be saying things similar sounding. But if you really got a soul, you'll be able to detect truth from fiction. It's a lot of charlatans out here. One thing about a charlatan, they don't give you the total sum of everything like on this channel. A charlatan is not going to say what left side of the brain says. Like when I say having kids is demonic, and I'm standing by it. Having kids is a byproduct of ignorance and getting bribed by these people, by these females. And somebody might say, oh, you just ain't found the right one. It ain't no right one. They all the same. I don't trust them. No far as I can touch them. Because it's like this. If they not saying this to you, how can you trust them? Just like I asked that girl, she said, I don't know what that is. Now, I'm not saying that everybody knows the terminology, but if I was to ask her other questions, she wouldn't know what it was. So how could she be any different than the very things that I'm speaking about? They not different. It's just that you have to accept it, like I have. You know. See, if it wasn't for the illusion of difference, everybody would be walking around like looking like robots. It would be too easy to detect. See what I'm saying? Did I talk about the personalities? Yeah, the personalities, even though they may seem different, they the same. Personalities don't mean nothing. That don't mean they different because they got a different personality. It don't mean they different because they got a different handprint. It don't mean they different because they got a different eye color. Anything that's visible is an illusion. First of all, first and foremost, it's the invisible world that counts. Like I always say, we form Voltron based on the information. I don't care how you look as a Jaguar. I don't care how you look. Only thing I care about is, do you meet us on the standard of information that we teach? That's all I care about. I don't care about your race. I don't care about your color. I don't care about your gender. Only thing I'm caring about is the truth. Do you match us on this level of truth? That's what being a Jaguar is all about. All that other shit, I could care less. I don't care about what kind of car you drive. That shit gonna burn up. Anything that has the capacity to burn, it never mattered in the first place. Anything that can be incinerated by fire, it never mattered in the first place. Never mattered in the first place. Because if it had any value, the fire would have treated it like something. The fire would have had respect for it. Because the fire don't have respect for it, it burned that shit up. It burned it up because it was of this earth. Material is not spiritual. That's why fire destroys material things. Because it's not spiritual. It's material. See what I'm saying? You know, I could have took that, but see, I was just speaking about that fire, right? I'm about to do a series on the elements. The first one I'm speaking about is fire. I'm doing a series on the elements. So, I don't know how long this video gonna be, but I'm just feeling it right now. They got me mad. I like when they get me mad, because when they get me mad, they let the real me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, a pit bull was made to be ferocious, not to be some house dog. But when some intruder comes in and try to mess with the peace of that lion or that pit bull, you really see what was on the inside of that thing. You know what I'm saying? You really see what was on the inside of it. And that's what they have done with me. They have unleashed the beast. And we ain't doing nothing crazy. We ain't going postal, shooting up the place and all that. We don't gotta do that.